Well, exercise is valuable for the brain in many different ways. Aerobic exercise for the brain is mind-altering, literally, with new cells created through a process called neurogenesis. Now, this means that going for a run can actually create brand new brain cells. So for more, let's talk about this with our 9 Live Perth doctor, Tamara Hunter. Hi there, Dr. Hunter.
Hey, Emmy.
Now, when we look at the term runner's high, there's actually much more meaning to it than feeling good.
Yeah, there is. So we know that exercise is really good for the brain in lots of different ways. We know that learning new skills like picking up the tennis racket or pulling out the golf club can actually promote those neural connections and pathways. But that runner's high is that euphoria that we often feel when we undertake particularly aerobic type activity, when we feel like all the problems of the day dissolve away, or we walk out of the gym feeling much better than we actually felt walking in. And that euphoria is thought to be due to some chemicals called endorphins, which are those happy hormones. In fact, they're actually your own endogenous morphine. And by having a rise in that endorphin is supposed to promote activity in the area of the brain that is responsible for emotional processing. But new research is showing us that, in fact, exercise is thought to increase that neurogenesis, which is the development of new brain cells in various parts of the brain.
So what's the benefit of growing these new brain cells?
Well,
what are they going to help us do?
The area that is under most interest is the hippocampus, which is responsible for, as I said, emotional processing, but also vocal memory and learning processes. And research has shown us that that area of the brain is increased in volume in exercises over people who don't actually exercise. Now, unfortunately, resistance type activity, HIIT training, which is that high interval intensive exercise, and also stretching exercises don't achieve the same results. So it's definitely that aerobic type activity. And as far as how much, probably 2-hour-long sessions of huff and puff type of exercise per week is probably what's required, and that's doable by most of us.
Okay. Now, a paper published by scientists at the University of Ottawa has found another chemicals released when we run. It's VGF. What does this do?
Well, we know very little about VGF. It's a rather new discovery, but this particular study looked at mice, and they looked at mice that had certain dysfunction. They were not able to move particularly well, and they had quite a shortened lifespan. And those two afflictions were associated with some degeneration in the cerebellum, which is a part of the brain responsible for activity. Now, when they gave these mice VGF, or they put them on a treadmill, both of those things changed. So the mice actually lived longer, and they were able to move a lot better, and it was associated with regeneration in that area of the cerebellum. But to those couch potatoes out there, the elusive VGF pill is not really available. It's a long way from human research, so we still have to don the sneakers and go for a run.
I'm glad I went for one this morning, but it doesn't sound like it was as early as your run.
Not today.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Dr. Hunter. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.